kept locked down by those early ganks from him overextending in the bottom lane. So we'll see how they decide to change it up in this Game 3. We have entered into picks and bans. Azir, again, banned away by Apex. Interestingly enough, Shen is the switch up.
Yep, get that one off the table. Not going to have that again. The dive combo is just a bit too much at this point. Looks like Phoenix One going to stick with their Keen bans. Focus on that mid lane. So we get the, oh yes, the other one. Victor comes in as well. So bunch of mages off the table. And now we get to open it up to the mystery Keen picks. Or just another Karma. Dang it.
Not so much a mystery. Well, that could be support for its special.
We need to get, yeah, it could be. High chance of it going to Keen. We'd love to see the Urgots and random melee champions, but not going to be the case this time around. Cassiopeia for Period.
Gets through. We've seen Phoenix One stall out games with it before, and we've seen Apex do the exact same thing. So, Phoenix One taking a page out of Apex's book with this pick. Cassiopeia and Braum to help it up.
Yeah, counter initiation galore here for Phoenix One on their first round.
You've got to imagine, though, that the guy who brings the pick into the meta probably knows how to deal with it.
I mean, so he was playing it first in North American LCS.
In North America.
And that was just on stage. A lot of people have been practicing it in games. Like, Cassiopeia mid is not a crazy pick that was brought into the meta. After the mage rework, you know, people were a bit hesitant putting more time practicing on her, but not too crazy.
Okay. Well, looks like it is going to be Jhin and Rek'Sai locked in for Apex. Some long range engage from Apollo, keep him in the back, and Shrimp returning to that Rek'Sai.
Yeah, definitely one of the premier AD carries right now. Jhin most picked for the last couple of weeks, actually, across all competitive regions. See if Phoenix One can follow up with here. Mouse over on the Twitch, and they will go. Huge team fight here for Phoenix One. They're just daring Apex to initiate on them.
Yeah, Elise and Twitch going to be locked in for Phoenix One. They've got some pretty big team fight. Using that double global strategy worked out so well for them in Game 2, where they were able to get these flanks and just continually try to catch Apex and surprise burst them down. Lissandra still open. We could see Lissandra top maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think they're going, like they're so heavily invested in this counter engage. They do definitely need a point man though, you know, somebody either to do the split push or to actually be tanky on the front line, because Braum cannot do it alone. Trundle's already been taken up by Apex, so whatever tank you get is going to get shredded. Nar's really been rising in priority pretty much across the world as well, and does have range part of the time to try and deal with Trundle. Poke him down a little bit as Phoenix One round out their comp. Adds a little bit of wombo too, because Gnar can set up Cassiopeia and Twitch. Like, there is a huge amount of AoE damage out of this Phoenix One team. This is a team fight team for Phoenix One. They're no longer looking to split across the map. Changing strategy in game number 3, our final game of the series, to try and get their first set victory. Meanwhile, Apex trying to hold on here. Don't want to let one drop right now, because they are just on the border of playoffs, hovering at that 6th spot. Need to convert here to ensure that they can keep that spot.
Yeah. Pressure is on for Apex. As you said, you don't want to be that first team to drop a match against Phoenix One. And now Phoenix One, if they're allowed to get team fights, they've got a lot of damage with these compositions. So it is time for last licks. If you want to sway the fan vote, grab your phone and tweet using hashtag APXWin or hashtag P1Win. Tell everyone who you think is going to seal the deal in this Game 3 between Apex and Phoenix One. Is it finally happening? Will Phoenix One show us the consistency that we've been looking for so long, or will Apex be the ones who get one step closer to that playoff spot?
Well, let's take a look here, because Phoenix One have had trouble in the early game. Step number 1, they've got the Elise, possible early moves. Mid lane's pretty hard though. Karma gets mobility really early on. Difficult lane to gank. And even though Cassiopeia does have a lot of damage she can bring to a gank, can't really set up Elise, so it would be all on Inori to create the play, hit the cocoon.
And that sort of seems like the role that he's taken for the team, flanking with these Hekarims over and over. Oh, Boomerang misses. And now Ray moved in the bush.
Oh, okay. Can't get the Q kill on the ward.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on those junglers. Right now, looks like we're getting a recall out of Mash and Gate as they head towards that top side of the map. So Phoenix 1 are
swapping it up.
Swap, yeah.
Yep, gonna try and swap it up here.
He's actually stealthing into the mid lane. Might be looking for some damage. Giving us a bit of a show on the mid lane.
It's actually something that people used to do when Twitch was more popular. Make these early level 1 ganks mid to try and blow a summoner. And that would help a lot if they actually are trying to go with Inori pressure mid and try and get that Cassiopeia going. If Mash is able to get it in there and give him an advantage in lane level 1 and then go to the lane swap later.
Oh, he's stealthing up. Mash. Want to get right onto Keen.
Some damage probably. No.
Oh, it's the Twitch Cassiopeia poison stacking.
Broken! Does Pyrian actually have Twin Fang? Probably didn't level it up. Oh, he does, yeah. Well, you should start with that anyways. You can last hit. But
that does mean, though, that they will be a little bit late getting towards that top side. Missing out on starting off with an early jungle camp, though they do get some damage for Keen. So you can sort of see the difference. Zig is opening up with a bit of CS. Ray, not quite so fortunate this game.
Yeah, Zig actually was able to grab a ranged minion as well up there with the Gnar, burning through those. Top laner, one more CS than we usually see. And then they hang around here, try and soak up experience just out of range before they'll probably both teleport again onto the minion as the tower's hitting. Helps your press. Adds a couple seconds there for tower DPS. And ensures that your top laners don't miss out on any experience. What do you know, Dom?
It's happening.
There she blows.
It's happening.
Meanwhile, mid lane, let's check back in. Keen's been able to chug his potions. Feels just fine about that early quick 3 cheap autos from Twitch.
I cry foul. No fouls this game. Just sneaky Twitch sneaking around. Oh, he gets it.
Okay.
Missed that.
Does cost melee because of the Q used of CS on the cannon.
Misses a few, but should be able to keep pace with Pyrian, no problem. We saw him open up with some advantages in the previous game, so we don't think Keen is going to be in too much trouble. As jungles continue to clear it out on that strong side of the map. Shrimp actually skips over a jungle camp to get that scuttle crab first.
Pretty much all according to plan here.
Yep.
Solo gold, solo gold. Oh, actually, bottom lane has not finished. Oops, they did not take it quickly enough. Jhin pretty slow, but also Thresh left really early for the double roam. Special going to hold hands with Shrimp here. Actually, take his little jump through the jungle. All gonna steal some again? Nope. Gonna give it all to Ray.
And juggling out that aggro to make sure that Ray gets solo gold. There he goes. However, Mash and Gate are already on their way. Zig has had a lot longer time on his own in that top lane, and it is pushing towards him.
Yep. He does have a very, very slight experience advantage. It's going to take Ray a while to get up there, too, as he gets chased out. He's going to have to walk the entire way. Actually, they've not decided to break the lane, the turret trading. APX continuing on, so they're swapping AD and support up top to try and knock down number 2. Outer turret number 2 should go down first for Phoenix 1, though, because they are ahead on the play on the lane swap. Apex have a giant wave, though, and Shrimp heading up to lend his support.
Going to look for that next tier 1 turret. So, standard opening to the game. You can see Phoenix 1, as they're just a little bit faster, have got a minor gold lead.
Yeah, Pyrian in the mid lane. Little bit extra CS there for him. Got that extra damage from Twitch early on. Kind of helped. Twitch as well. Mash has been CSing a lot easier in the lane swap than Jin.
It was the spirit of the gank. I know that I have a Twitch helping me. Ah, I feel so empowered.
10 gold right there off tunnels alone. Yeah. Oh, baby. He doesn't have repel for this gank mid, though, so just going to be a walk-in cocoon attempt.
Let's see if he can hit it. Keen speeds himself back, but now the speed is on cooldown.
Wait long enough, your repel will come back up.
Nori's looking for it. Flash cocoon catches Keen, but there's no follow-up yet from Pyrian. He's able to get the slow. And Pyrian burns some good damage, so Keen going to try to heal up.
I mean, he hit the flash cocoon.
Yep.
But just results in some damage. No real pressure mid. And now it looks like we are past 6 minutes, so the Rift Herald is up, and they are probably going to make the trade. And that dragon did not move, but Gate thought he was going to flinch.
Yeah. No chance. Mash looking very comfy.
As soon as they hear the dragon go off, actually with the AD carry and support down bottom, there will be no trade. This is just a pure P1 Drake secure. X-Special and Apollo already are committed to the bottom side, so no Rift Herald buff for them in answer. And the early Mountain should go unanswered here for Phoenix 1.
That's a comfortable advantage for Phoenix 1. That Drake is going to be very valuable later on when they start trying to break some objectives.
What you get when you're ahead on the lane swap, you get enough ahead, you get tangible rewards. Right now, though, extra pressure being added to that bottom side for Apex as they slip Shrimp in there to secure the second blue buff spawn.
Yeah, going to try to steal this away from Pyrian, who's currently got 0 mana. This will be successful. We'll see if Phoenix 1 can do the same, as we're starting to see Apex, as in the previous games, open up with minor advantages in gold. Shrimp, 14 jungle camps ahead. He's actually not recalled yet. Just been on the map for such a long time.
Yep, reinforcements are here for Phoenix 1, so they actually should be able to see us off this big wave, and the damage on turret won't mean a whole lot either. Should probably be a long time before they get to revisit. The Phoenix 1 can hold that pretty easily. Mash again is split pushing though as the AD carry. Is Twitch, but he will be revealed here for Keen.
Oh, instantly flashes Keen, lands the tether. Oh, but doesn't have enough range.
Extra speed from the heal, and Mash can break the tether. See how much they actually give up. Apollo and X-Special roaming over to cover mid while Keen went to try and attack top. Summoner rewards on the AD carry. That will reduce Phoenix 1's strength in team fights, so probably trying to avoid those until Mash gets those back up, because Twitch is a sitting duck. He's gone early Cole.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't want to fight right now. Whereas Jin, even with pieces of Ghostblade, Jin feels stronger, so.
Apex is going to try to push this early advantage as best they can. Going to be a little bit of work to make that happen, though, as 9 minutes in. Lane swap has gone according to plan. Phoenix 1, because they were faster, slightly better execution, were able to take the first Mountain Drake of the game. Now they're going to try to get some vision on this side of the map. They've got the do-over here. Could try to look to pressure this tier 2 and potentially fall back onto the Rift Herald, as Ray trying to set up the freeze will have it broken.
The thing about destroying Rek'Sai tunnels is that it does give up your location. They know you're in there. There's no sneak attack going to come after you start destroying tunnels. Ray just CS's happily at his turret.
Big old Trundle. Trolling up again. We'll see if he goes.
Oh, just barely able to get it. Will it cost him?
Yeah. Nope. Gets out with his life, but now they've got vision, and Phoenix 1 don't quite feel safe trying to take that Rift Herald just yet. Zig has got a pretty big wave in the bottom lane as Mash cheats forward in the mid lane. Flash ultimate, but Keen turns around. They're still diving. First blood onto Pyrian.
I love it. Multi-flashes here from B1 and Keen. You can't react after that because you've already been slowed. So even if you answer your flash, you're going down. 3 members, they give him no time to react. Phoenix 1 taking over mid lane, but Gate gets hooked in.
Oh, he's going to take some damage. The first bullet misses the second one. Third one is going to be blocked by Mash. And Phoenix 1 break down the mid tier 1 turret with a quick Zerg down mid lane.
Such a nice proactive play from Phoenix 1. This is definitely an improvement in their early game play, and that is going to help them out so much. Here's what build Zig is going to go. But again, yeah, here, let's take a look at this duo gank from Gate and Mash. Pyrion, even though he doesn't get the stun, it's fine. Because he's got plenty of other people with flashes, willing to use them, and nowhere for Keen to go.
Definitely a big play from Phoenix 1. This is something that we've been really criticizing them for, is their lack of consistency. Well, if they can make these aggressive plays in such a manner that continues to get them a lead.
And I really like how they used Mash goes in as an invisible point for Braum to jump to. So Gate carries this really long distance with his jump, and then Flash point blank lands everything. Good execution. And now they've got that slight gold lead. Extra turret is pretty much where the 1,000 gold will come from, though. So it's not like Apex can't equalize this.
Yeah.
If they get that mid outer down.
Still even gold on the map, though we are starting to see some differences in CS. Nearly 40 ahead for Ray, but Keen is down and Apollo is down. Rift Herald now being picked up by Phoenix 1.
Yeah, objective focus here. Crack that mid turret. They put a bunch more pressure there, and Apex have to respect it. Phoenix 1.
Whoa, Shrimp is getting good damage. He's got Rylai's, and excuse me, Pyrion is getting good damage.
Yeah.
Shrimp.
Oh, Shrimp is getting good damage being dealt to him, though.
Yes.
But yeah, he actually runs dry of mana while trying to burn down Shrimp. And
has to replenish the Venom. Uh-oh. Without mana, that means Ray, decides not to go in.
Yep, Phoenix 1 ahead in objectives across the board, actually.
He just subjugated. Zig has to hop away.
He
Pyrion
can
is still
2v1
there.
this.
He's got his ultimate, though. That's going to be enough of a CC. Just barely enough mana. Cloud Drake spawned just in time, and with Ray's teleport, they could look to take this break.
Yeah, this one is definitely Apex. They just chased them out of the jungle. Plus, there was 2 members that Bray was chasing up top, so they'll even up the Drake counts. But the lasting effects of Zig wearing the glimpse of the void. Will this turn the Trundle-Gnar matchup? He's down 40 CS, which is going to cost him, but very similar items. Completed Ninja Tabi actually does a lot of work, though, especially in the early game with the trades, because so much of the trades for top lane are auto attacks. Luckily for Gnar, he's got the Hyper as well, though.
Bonus damage going to help quite a bit if he can manage to land those attacks onto Ray, who's opening up a very comfortable CS lead, as you mentioned. Apex going to try to defend their mid lane now. As Phoenix 1, they're getting all those summoners and ultimates off of cooldown. Next Drake is going to be another mountain. Going to be excited to see how that fight breaks out.
Phoenix 1 can definitely do this. Like, this could very well be their first series victory. They have a strong teamfight team. If Apex opt into the teamfight and Zig starts it off with a great Gnar ultimate, they could take off with this game. They've got pretty good vision set up all along the top side right now. Mash has been continuing to split push, but hasn't been caught more than blowing summoners. Was close at the time on top. Was able to survive.
We're now getting to that 15-minute mark. Phoenix 1 still only about 1,500 gold ahead. 1,000 gold is still on the map, though, so not too much of a difference between these two teams as they look to continue scaling. Taking a look at where the teams are placing stock in their carries, though, it's the same old story. Ray, 40 CS ahead. He's been having a grand old time soloing, while Mash on the other side for Phoenix 1 is starting to build up a pretty comfortable advantage of his own.
And he's looking for attempts at assassination again. This duo, plenty of ganks last game. Definitely equipped to do it on Braum Twitch this game as well, but the Tri-Brush ward was deep enough to see Mash before he went invisible. And they'll just back off. Both times, actually, they're still splitting the map according to lane swaps here, as both jungles have been swapped as far as the red quadrants. Everybody focusing in here on Ray, though. They might actually go for this dive.
Oh, the Cocoon hits him and Mash races forward. He even drops the Rattata. Here comes Pyrian, so they are going to look to trade these tier 2s, but Phoenix 1 just a step ahead. Even Keen trying to come down, forced to go back mid.
Yeah, Zig's got to be careful as well, but he definitely knows the rest of the team is up here. Waits for the knockup, then goes for the hop off of Shrimp's head. Well played there by Zig. Escapes the Jhin ult and the Thresh hook as well. Really well played.
They're diving onto the inhibitor right now. Gate getting a little bit too far forward, trades his life for that of Ray. Mash resets aggro. They've still got a minion wave. Pyrian zones Keen away. Are they going to be able to break this inhibitor? 3:20 minutes. They do. Zig gets his ultimate. If he can keep this tier 2 alive, it's going to be huge.
Not only keep the turret alive, he's stopping recalls, keeping pressure here, and it's allowing inhibitor. What time is it? It's 16 minutes into the game. An inhibitor for Phoenix 1.
Oh my god, he's scooping special back in.
And he killed him!
Phoenix 1 take the inhibitor and get a kill off of it.
Zig is actually a monster. He evaded all of the dive attempts of Apex up top, turns around to kill, delays them on the turret forever. This is it, Dom. This could be it, okay?
This is the game. This is the
They've got
time.
the gold lead. They have the inhibitor down.
Everything is going Phoenix 1's way.
They also have a great team fight comp, so their way of ending out the game is pretty straightforward as well. They've also got a Mountain Drake, so that helps with their objective control. You just group up, get your wards done. You kind of draw the other team into a team fight around one of these objectives. If they don't come, you have Mountain Drake to burn it down. An inhibitor down means that you have extra pressure on the map to set up. See if they can actually get some more of the outer turrets on the other side down.
Yeah.
Because if you don't remain proactive, though, you have to remain proactive as Phoenix 1 right now. Otherwise, the bottom lane is just free income for Trundle, as the super minions will destroy all of Apex's minions, and Trundle can keep that in a good place.
That has always been the big question for Phoenix 1. We see them make good plays all the time. It's just not consistent in doing that. Well, now they've finally got a few good plays. They've got a good advantage, and the series is tied up. They need to try to close this one out.
And Zig is going the Frozen Mallet build, not the Cleaver. So he'll probably get Cleaver second, but right now he's got the speed difference, at least due to the slow, to take that 1 versus 1 and keep Trundle at bay. Plus he's got that Glimpse of the Void, so he's set up to do well in the 1 versus 1.
Phoenix 1 are pressuring the top side of the map with Mountain Drake spawning in a minute. They're going to force a difficult decision for Apex, and Apex are actually going to recall and respect this.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any chance that Apex try and go rush the Drake in exchange for more turrets.
Ooh.
They can't afford to.
They've caught a special, though. Zig is going to get an auto attack before hopping away, but they're trying to rush down this tier 2 turret. They still have the Mountain Drake teleport coming in. There goes the curtain call. They've caught Pyrian. Gate is going to soak a few of these hits, but here comes Raze. Gate gets pulled back in. They're trying to disengage it. Mash flanking from the side forces Apex back. They're all now forced to retreat under the turret. Zig's got Meganar.
There was a ward on the ward that Ray teleported on, so Phoenix 1 immediately disengaged. Even with the hook landing, they're able to get out of there. Really good disengage from Phoenix 1, but here's a snare.
Oh, Gate left behind by his team. Pyrian over the wall is going to drop a slow. Cocoon finds it special, and Apex cannot find the engage.
Yeah, they still are trying, though.
Yeah, that Subjugate used on Zig. Ray chases forward. Snare unfortunately misses. Shrimp is on top of Pyrian. He's forced to flash away. Pyrian's going to do some major damage.
Here comes Mash, though.
Oh, he's trying to get some burning down. They're all grouped up in the AoE. Special drops. Phoenix 1 are cleaning up the fight, and Nori gets 3 kills. 4 kills.
They're going to do it.
Phoenix 1. That's an ace. Phoenix 1 are winning the game 8-1.
They're going to crush through the base, too. They have Mountain Drake. They can annihilate this turret. They were buying time there. We said they wanted the team fight. They have a great team fight comp, and they baited for so long. Mash went mid, so Apex kept trying to chase because they saw the Twitch mid, but it took them so long to finally get the engagement. By the time they do, Mash comes through the jungle. They take them out inside their own blue buff area. And Phoenix won with a very successful bait on top. Take a look at this. Mash, if you look at the mid lane there on the mini-map, he was just spotted mid lane, but you got to cut your losses here on the chase and know that he's going to come over. Focus here from Phoenix 1 as they turn it around. Ray is zoned off from the rest of the team. Cassiopeia lays down huge zone control, and Twitch free firing from the back line.
A huge cleanup from Phoenix 1. They've got momentum in this match. 20 minutes in, that bottom inhibitor is still down, pressuring. Phoenix 1 return to that side of the map.
Counter engage, heavily drafted for by Phoenix 1, and definitely paying off there.
Yeah.
They are really able to accelerate the pace of this game now. 6,000 gold lead. If they grab that other mountain first, they can burn through Baron, but they don't even want to go down to the mountain. They've already got ward control over Baron, and they're just going to go for it.
They're going to burn through this Baron. They do have that Mountain Drake.
Ray does not have teleport, so they're giving this Baron up. It's just going to be Apex sitting in their base, licking their wounds, trying to delay Phoenix 1 from ending the game.
Phoenix 1 are 7,000 gold ahead. They're 8 kills to 1.
In game 3 of their series versus Apex, trying to get their first series victory here.
This would be huge for them. This would be such
just a morale
boost. Yeah.
Trying to get out of the bottom spot.
I mean,
it's going to take...
Best case scenario, they can look for a 50% win rate over the course of the LCS, but that's going to be taking out some big teams. If we start here, Phoenix 1...
Got to start sometime.
Yeah. They're even going to take this second Mountain Drake. It's been on the map for quite some time. Apex are forced to sit back and defend.
This is not looking good for Apex here. Ray did go for the Ravenous completion again as well. There's nobody that can really stand on the front line, and they can't engage. If you try and engage at this point into Cassiopeia Braum with a Twitch Gnar as well, it's suicide. You're so far down in gold. They have to catch someone out. It has to be a pick here. You know, maybe Apollo ultimates and somebody mispositioning for Apex. They have to try and hope for a misstep here from Phoenix 1 to turn it around.
Yeah, they clean out that mid-tier 2. Mash sneaks down, spots Ray. They know that the Baron minions, have got Baron buff, so they know somebody's there. But Zig splits top. Kian tries to burn through. Apollo drops the Yomus. The rest of Phoenix 1 are splitting on the opposite side. They take that inhibitor back. Zig is not done pushing. Phoenix 1 are pulling Apex apart.
Baron buff going to aid in the siege. One inhibitor down, one to go. Oh, Zig does get caught this time.
Yeah, that's a little bit overzealous there. Against 2 members of Apex, he doesn't quite have enough, but that inhibitor is there, and Phoenix 1, without that front line, decide to back away. Play it safe. They've still got time. They've still got a pretty big advantage in this game. 8,000 gold, and that inhibitor is down again.
Oh, yeah, you could say that. Pretty big here. Mash is definitely feeling good as well. He's got 4 of the kill credit from that last little skirmish they had. Working on Infinity Edge here. If he gets to that break point, it is going to be very difficult for Apex. Already trying to walk up the mountain here, defending their open base. They don't even have inhibitor turrets to rely on.
Yeah, 1 inhibitor turret remaining. Apex are trying to sit back and recover from this reeling game from Phoenix 1, able to take these fights, drafting the fight disengage composition and being allowed to fight and disengage and stall long enough to get out that huge damage. And Ori, though,
there's the pick that Apex are looking for, but reinforcements for Phoenix 1 arrive.
Yeah, Fury needs some big damage. Keen gets stunned, but he's on top of a lantern, so he's able to ride it. Takes some big damage, though. Meanwhile, here comes the rest of Phoenix 1. Shrimp over the wall is going to escape despite the concussive blows. They've still got Baron buff for another 20 seconds. They could try to walk these minions down.
Yeah, I think they should switch over to the open inhibitor and not try and fight at the turret. Any sort of added defense for Apex is good. You can see the 4-man squad are doing just that. Zig just trying to hold pressure here.
Yeah, they're trying to cheat forward, clearing out the vision of Apex. Phoenix 1, they've got the team fight. Poison is going to be tossed and missed. Minions get cleared out as the hook misses. With that, Apex have got to be careful. Jake gets caught by the snare. They're whittling it down. Max has got the increased attack speed now. The inhibitor turret goes down. Apex are unable to defend it. That's 2 inhibitors down. Phoenix 1. This could be it.
Oh, this is happening, Dom.
This is happening right now. They're even on the middle inhibitor turret. There's no one to defend. Gate in the front is going to soak a lot of damage. Drops the disengage. There goes Zig. He's going to be exhausted, but Shrimp has died. He's got a Guardian Angel, though. They're on the inhibitor itself. Zig buys so much time for his team. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Tank for tank, but that inhibitor's about to go down.
Minions!
Oh, it's finally going to drop. 3 inhibitors for
Can
Phoenix
they get
1.
out? They just need to disengage now because 3 inhibitors at 25 minutes is almost impossible to deal with. The super minions stacking up this point, you don't have the items to deal with them. By the time 3 inhibitors are usually down, even though that's such a huge lead already, you're usually at least late into the game where you've got items to deal with them. At the moment, the super minions are going to just burn through what little Apex have left, and P1, all they need to do now is recall, go purchase, wait for the 5 members, and then just walk up and sit in Apex's base, waiting for the minions to do all the dirty work. Here it is, though. Gate does get hooked. Gate the bait once again, draws them in. They get the initiation baited out of Apex and turn it right around. Zig goes in, does get kited pretty well by Apex. They actually spread out really well there around him, and they're able to get the counter kill, but doesn't matter because all the inhibitors are down. And here come the flood of minions.
Yeah, 90 seconds for that next break. That's another mountain. And then another 10 seconds, 15 seconds after that before the Baron spawns. Phoenix 1. They are primed to take their first match.
And tie Echo Fox in the standings. They would not be in sole possession of last place.
Yeah.
At least they'll have a partner.
It's been an arduous journey for this team, playing with sub-junglers, sub-AD carries, sub-mid laners.
Swapping back and forth. Mash was out for a while, came back in. But now they've had time with the intended roster here. And it finally culminates. Swarming the base of Apex.
This is a lot of super minions. Ziggs Meganar has been popped in the bottom lane. Period's in front, though. He's forced to flash away. Gets a good stun onto Ray. Gate is able to block a few of these shots, but Zig gets a huge stun against the wall. Mash lines it up and picks up 3 kills. Phoenix 1 have done it. They have won their first series, bringing down Apex 2-1.